welcome back to Dragonwing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP and Chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress, and Chat, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my week. But instead of doing that, I'm actually going to be doing something for Night Court November. So those of you who may not know, or you're stumbling on this video for the first time, so Night Court November is a diamond painting event that is being hosted by myself and my good friend Sophie over at the Diamond Help Desk. We are doing an event that's based off of characters in books, places in books, etc., etc. So basically it's just about novels. And so this will be, instead of just doing my normal WIP and Chat, I am going to be doing some tag questions that I found. They're going to be book-related tag questions. And then, of course, somewhere in the video, there will be a keyword to enter in for our first giveaway of Night Court November. In order to take part in that giveaway, A, you have to be taking part in the event. B, that you would have to fill out a Google form, which I will try to remember to link below in this video. You just have to fill out the Google form once, and then you are set for the entire event. And this is just going to be for the weekly prizes. We are also going to have a grand prize Google form at the end of or towards the middle of the month, once people start finishing their kits and stuff like that. And that'll be your entry into our grand prize, which is going to be pretty phenomenal, I'm not going to lie. So, what am I going to be working on today? I am working on The Painter from Mage on Duty and Jaded Gem Shop. Love this image. It's so gorgeous. I've had her like at the ready for a while, and yeah, I'm excited that I'm actually going to get going on her. Sorry, the sun came out and it's kind of like washing me out here. As you can see, there are a couple bits of it done on here. I was doing that for some TikToks. So now I'm just gonna work around it and do the rest of the painting. So yeah, what else do we have that we're working with? So for my pen, I have this beautiful purple and black pen from Enabler's Outpost. This was actually what inspired the pen that they donated for last year's prizes. Absolutely beautiful. I love this pen. And also Enabler's Outpost is one of our sponsors this year. And then I also have this beautiful Bijou Bliss tray from last year as well. These are the exact colors that we used for our trays last year. Absolutely love it. I love Bijou Bliss. They do a fantastic job with their trays. And then I am using in my multi-placer, I have this wee putty from Wee Wax Crafts. Laura just recently got into making putty, and honestly, I love this stuff so much. But I'm also using this right now because Laura is also a sponsor. We have some wax from her that will be given away throughout the event. And then for my single placer, I'm using Snicker Bar Cappuccino Snap Dots from Snap Crafters Cafe. And then I have this beautiful washi tape from Simply Gilded. I thought that fit Feyre very well. And then my cover minder is from Galloway's Gallery. I thought it just was fitting. Be a book dragon in a world of bookworms. So yeah, I'm going just to take a second and adjust my camera. Okay, hopefully that'll make it freak out just a little bit less. Okay, so let's get into this. I didn't fully tape off the borders on this yet because I just wanted to get moving on this. Okay. Pull this back and we'll get started. So yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic week. My week's been okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna really talk about that too much today because I just want to focus on the event. Also, if you are interested in taking part in the event, I do have a announcement video. That was very graceful, Shadow. I do have an announcement video posted here on the channel, so you can obviously hop over and check that out. So yeah, let's get our first color. Let's go with this one. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. No, the sun's going away. See, this is why I have my light on, because the sun is just being all over the place. So we got 50 book tag questions that I found on a blog. I'm gonna have to dance around the answers on this one because I couldn't find just the questions, but the blog I'm pulling this from doesn't have the name on here. What the heck? It's all the way at the bottom, maybe? It's on WordPress, so. Okay. Of course it doesn't have the name on it. Okay, well, I'll just go in and see. Okay, anyways, the first question is, what was the last book you read? I'm gonna assume that's going to mean books that I am currently reading. And last night I started The Night Before Christmas, which is a very, very cute rom-com for sure. It's a book about like the holidays and like what would happen, or like the holidays are run in like a like with kingdoms and stuff like that and all that stuff, and it's in modern times, of course, too. But the heir to Christmas, who his name is Nicholas, but he goes by Cole, which is adorable. I love that little joke that he does on his family. He is being forced into an arranged marriage with the daughter of Easter, who also happens to be one of his best friends. And then Halloween gets mad about that, so their son then comes and is kind of like trying to also woo the princess, and it's like one of those, oh, of course the best man will win type deals. And what actually is happening is that the son of Halloween and the son of Christmas are falling for each other. So it's really cute. It's very comical. It's got great humor in it. I was just laughing so much last night while watching or listening to this book. It's adorable, and I love it. So if that's your kind of thing, because I know it's not going to be everybody's thing, completely understandable, but if it is your kind of thing, I highly recommend you check it out. Yeah, I find it cute. Let's see. Was it a good one? Yeah, well, I haven't finished it yet, but so far it's good. I've gotten 8 chapters in yesterday. And yes, I am very much enjoying it, and I'm kind of bummed that I won't be able to listen to it again until Monday because I have a lot going on the next few nights. But I am looking forward to listening to it again and continuing the story. See, what made it good? What makes it good? So what makes it good is the humor, first off. Like there's humor in it, and then there's also like kind of a ping at the commercialization of holidays. Because like the son, he's just very much Christmas is meant to be happiness, and all we do is make joy for one day, and then people go back to their crappy lives again. Like, what if, like, he wants to have joy past he wants people to be happy and stuff. And so like right at the start of the book, so this won't be a spoiler or anything, but he literally gets in trouble because he like makes a bunch of Christmas wishes come true in July. And like suddenly people had kids had, because like there was one Christmas letter that was like, oh, my dad left and I would like some money for Christmas so my mom doesn't have to worry and stuff like that, like stuff like that, that's like real world problems and everything. And like so he like made all these wishes come true and accidentally made an economic collapse and stuff. So it was just like, whoa. But yeah, it definitely touches on the commercialization of Christmas because Cole wants to he basically wants Christmas to mean something again. And his father is like, no, it's just cheaper if we do all the cheap baubles and stuff like that. We need to spread our joy as far as we can. And it's like, well, but you're not doing that. You're just doing you're creating a materialistic thing. And then there's also kind of like a tie-in with Easter and stuff like that. And like Easter's daughter is feeling the same as Cole. Like she looks at like the older traditions. Like there's a certain type of egg creating, or wait, I can't remember what it was called, but like use wax to make intricate details, and then once it melts off, it just like reveals a really gorgeous thing, but it takes time. And that's something that like obviously the King of Easter is like, no, we don't have time for that, so we're just going to focus on this instead. So I like how it's kind of like touching on the commercialization of these holidays and stuff and being like, well, this is what they should mean, but they don't anymore because it's just easier this way. Oh, sorry, the sun, like it's overcast and my light's trying to make up for it. Let's see. Would you recommend to other people? 100%. Like, I'm not even finished with the book yet, and I would definitely recommend it to people if that is your type of thing. Like I said, I know it's not everybody's type of thing, but I mean, it's just, I love it. It's a great story. And if it is your type of thing, definitely check it out. Night Before Christmas. Let's see. How often do you read? Not often enough. So I'm at the point now, because I have a lot going on in my life. So I listen to audiobooks instead of reading, so I can do that while I'm diamond painting. And so in order to do that though, like I don't have a good pair of headphones. I really need to get a better pair of headphones. So yeah, I need to do that, but I don't really get to listen to books unless I'm home and not doing anything alone. Like if my husband's in the office and stuff or not. Well, I guess that would work too. But if my husband's at the second job and stuff like that, those are the nights I generally tend to read. But then I only have like 2 nights a week where I actually can right now because like Monday is one of the nights I can. So like Tuesday and Wednesday I have my raid night. And then I have Thursday to do whatever, and that's usually either reading or recording, or yeah. And then Saturday is usually our date night, so I don't get time to do anything then. Friday I have raid, Sunday I have raid, and then Monday. So it's like Monday and Thursday are the only 2 nights of the week that I actually have free right now. Which is why I didn't want to get involved on both days of the second raid, but I've kind of been getting dragged in anyways, so it's okay. But yeah, so so I definitely read less than I should. Like, I know we should probably get into a routine of reading before bed again and stuff like that, but there's only so much you can do with your energy level and time in the day. Do you like to read? Oh, what? Yes. I do like to read, otherwise I wouldn't. I feel like you have to like to read in order to read for pleasure or fun. Because, yeah. I see kids I see my stepson who does not like to read, and it's like, yeah, I'm definitely not like that for sure. The heck is... Okay. What was the last bad book you read? Please don't come after me for this, but Colleen Hoover book. I had to read one of her novels for school, and yeah, it was like Reminders of Him. I think that's the one I had to read. Yeah, I did not like that book. I really did not like that book. Okay. And the next question is, what made you dislike it? So I disliked it because honestly, it was trying to focus on 2 very different stories. So like basically the book is about a girl named Kenna who just got out of jail for manslaughter because she was drunk driving and her boyfriend ended up dying because of it. And then she found out she was pregnant, and so when she got out of jail, she returned to the town where like all this happened, and she was trying to rekindle with her daughter and stuff like that, but the parents of the boyfriend just weren't having it, like, because they had custody of her daughter and stuff like that, and they were just like not allowing her near and stuff. And then yeah, she like falls in love with her ex-boyfriend's best friend, and it's like it's trying to tell 2 different stories. It's trying to tell the story of like her trying to get her and her relationship with the best friend, but it was also trying to tell the story of her trying to reconnect with her daughter. And in my opinion, it would have been a better book if they just focused on the reconnecting with her daughter, because that would have been a good story. But like towards the end of it, it was like, okay, we've gotten this far in the book, and now we have like 10 pages to wrap everything up. And so it kind of wrapped it up in a way that just was, I don't know, it didn't make sense to me. Like, it was unrealistic because it's like, oh, suddenly one thing happened and suddenly everything is fine. Everybody is getting along with everybody. Everybody's happy and they're living their best life. And it's like, I don't think that's how that works. Like, somebody doesn't just get over grief like on a drop of a hat. So yeah, it was very unrealistic in my opinion at the ending. And yeah, I did not enjoy it. Like, I was actually disappointed. I would have enjoyed it a lot more if it was just focusing on the getting back with the daughter and stuff like that. But they had to make a romance out of it, so there's that. Let's see. Do you wish to be a writer? Yes, I do. I don't think I've been shy about saying that. I am actually working on a novel right now. Well, I say that, but I'm planning a novel right now. Like, I have ideas. I just really need to find time to sit down and get them on paper because I don't have a lot of free time once again. So yeah, that is an aspiration of mine. I will get there eventually once I stop being afraid to put myself out there and stuff, but yeah, it's a work in progress. Excuse me. Has any book ever influenced you greatly? I mean, I would say like one of the books that really got me into fantasy reading would be Harry Potter, so that was definitely a big influence, but that was like many, many moons ago. I don't really like, I don't know, I read fantasy novels specifically, so I don't feel like they are very influential, aside from like, oh, well, I definitely want to write a fantasy novel. But like, I don't know, as far as life goes, it's hard to kind of like, I mean, I guess not, no. You can tie them back to real life in certain regards, like Fourth Wing with the military and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say like I would focus on the book that really got me into reading the genre. And well, I guess there's two. There was Harry Potter and there's also the Dragonlance series. Like, that was another big one that got me into the genre. Do you read fan fiction? I would if I had more time. I do like fan fiction. It's fun seeing what other people can do with a world that's created by an author. But yeah, I know I haven't dipped my toes in there for a while though. Do you write fan fiction? I used to. I have a bunch of them that are still on my computer that I'm like, oh, I should like update these and throw them up on AO3 at some point and stuff like that, but I should, once again, just finding the time to do everything. I need unlimited time in the day. Like, we need to like find a way to eliminate sleep so I can do more stuff. No, I'm just kidding. That would not be healthy. Okay, did I just move that? No, I didn't. Oh, no, I did. Okay. So yeah, once again, another thing that I would like to do more, like just to get my writing out there and stuff like that. What is your favorite book? That's a hard one because I like so many books. I mean, I guess if I had to pick a favorite, I would have to say acotar. Oh, that just happened. I would have to say the acotar series. It is the first book series I have been able to do a reread of. So that is a big thing, big deciding factor, because I am not a person who can reread books. If I read it once, then it's like, okay, I'm getting bored with this because I already know, how am I going to do this? I already know the story and stuff. Okay, we're going to do this hard way. So, yeah, but that is the first book series I have been able to reread successfully. So I think that says a lot towards favorite book and stuff like that. I mean, I love everything well, I've read everything that I've read so far from Sarah J. Maas, which is like most of the Throne of Glass series. I've read the entire acotar series, and I have part of the way into the Crescent series or Crescent City series. So I'm getting there, but I like all the worlds that she created, and I love how she kind of like created a multiverse with them and stuff. What is your least favorite book? I mean, there's definitely a bunch of books that I DNF'd, which I did not finish. I would say probably, I mean, I'm not a fan of Stephen King, but that's just because, you know, I'm not a horror person. Like, I do like his fairy tale book, but I'm not a fan of his horror stuff. There's a couple of the World of Warcraft books that are written that I'm just not really into. Like, because the World of Warcraft books are written by various different authors. I could be doing this so much easier, and I'm not. Okay, we're gonna slide. I have to readjust everything, but it's okay. It saves time. So yeah, damn. Okay, hopefully I didn't make anybody seasick. So yeah, the World of Warcraft series is written by like various different authors and stuff like that, and some of them are really good, but then there's other ones like the one, I think it was like the one that came out before Battle for Azeroth. I could not get through that book. It was so boring. So yeah, oops. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick sip of my drink. Okay, do you prefer physical books or read on a device? I guess it depends on what read on a device means. If it comes to Kindle versus a physical book, I'm gonna choose the physical book because I don't know why, I struggle to read on Kindles. Like, I've tried multiple times and I struggle with it. It takes me longer to read on a Kindle than it does for me to read an actual book. But if we're talking like audiobook, like Audible and stuff like that versus physical book, then I would have to say Audible at this point, just because it's easier for me when it comes to doing other stuff. Like, I can listen to the book while like doing other stuff, like doing dishes or laundry or while I'm diamond painting and stuff like that. So I guess it's like a two-way answer to that question. When did you learn to read? When I was young. I don't know exactly when, but I know my mom was always very big on books versus TV when I was younger. So I definitely learned to read at quite a young age. I also grew up in the time before reading was actually taught in school, so I was reading before I know I was reading before kindergarten. And I am hoping to pass that on to my daughter and like have her learn how to read sooner. She's very smart. Like, she's already mimicking words in books and stuff that from when we read. So like Octopants is her favorite book right now. And like she knows like the words to that book now because we've read it to her so many times. And she tries to read along with it and stuff, and she gets words that are very close and everything. So I think she'll be an early reader as well, which would be awesome. Would love to get at least one of, well, Drake enjoys reading, but it'd be nice to get another one of our kids that actually enjoys reading. What? Okay. What is your favorite book you had to read in school? I would have to say my favorite book was The Giver. I didn't like a lot of the books that we had to read in school, like, because I was in the time of like Lord of the Flies and stuff like that, and I remember The Pearl was one I absolutely disliked. I'm betting that's the next question, isn't it? Oh no, okay, it's not, okay. But yeah, The Giver was definitely by far my favorite that I read in school. Unless you're counting college. Oh, I didn't think about college. Okay, well, I'd say, like, yeah, in grade school it was The Giver. College, oh gosh, I don't know. I'd say Pride and Prejudice for college. Like, I really enjoyed reading that book. Belinda was a good one too. That's not Jane Austen though. Okay. Oh, also the fifth season. That was a really fantastic book. I really need to pick up the rest of that series and read through it. Anyways, I'm like thinking of all the books now that I read in school. Let's see. What's your favorite book series? I mean, I feel like that stems from favorite book, but yeah, I'd say like Sarah J. Maas series basically right now. Fourth Ring is pretty good, but Iron Flame, I don't know. I'm struggling to get through Iron Flame, so I'm not going to count that one as one of my favorites, but yeah, I would definitely say like Sarah J. Maas books and stuff like that. Who is your favorite author? This is going to sound funny because I didn't even mention any of her books, but my favorite author is Rachel Caine. She wrote the Morganville Vampires series, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't checked that out, you definitely should. It's an interesting take on vampires because it's not their typical, like, you know, oh, they hide from everybody and do this, that, and the other thing. No, the vampires own the town. Like, they run the town, and, like, people pay taxes and giving blood so that way the vampires have something to eat. Vampires can, like, use or put protections over certain, like, humans and everything like that. So it's, like, it's a very interesting, I keep sliding my canvas. It's a very interesting way of doing the vampire thing. And so, like, in the story follows this girl, Claire, who is just going to college in the town and ends up kind of stuck because she ends up in, like, the heart of all the stuff. So, yeah, it's a fantastic series, and honestly, that book series has made me cry harder than any other book series because, oh my gosh, the writing is just, it gets you so emotional in certain things. Like, oh my gosh, I loved it. So, yeah. What is your favorite genre? Definitely fantasy. And I would say romance is a very, well, okay. I would say romantasy is my favorite genre, the mix of romance and fantasy. Cause yeah, I like all that. Actually, most of the books I read right now are either romantasy. I would say, like, even Night Before Christmas is under that vein too, because it is a romance and there's magic and stuff like that, even though it does take place in the real world. Let's see. I was just reading the answer to the question this person did. Oh my gosh. Who is your favorite character in a book series? That is a tough one because there are so many amazing characters out there. I definitely prefer like a snarky, witty character that cracks jokes. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. I would have to probably say if I had to choose a favorite character, it'd be Cassian from acotar because, yeah, he's such a smart ass and I love it. Like, that's basically where it is. Although right now Cole is very close because, yeah, just some of the jokes that book is dropping, it just has me dying. Has a book ever transported you somewhere else? Yes, all of my books I've read do that. I can very easily immerse myself in the world and just kind of vanish from, speaking of books, my child is throwing all of hers on the ground. Yeah, I'm able to immerse myself in the world and just escape, which I think that's a big reason why I love books and a big reason why I started reading again this week, because I just really needed to escape for a little bit. Because there's a lot of high anxiety this week and everything like that. So I definitely do that. That's my way of, like, you know, just relieving a little bit of anxiety. It's like I'll diamond paint and I'll listen to a book, and then all is good in the world again. Which book do you wish had a sequel? I don't really read standalone books very often. I don't think, I don't even remember the last standalone book I read. I actually don't have an answer to that question. Yeah, I literally don't have an answer to that question. I don't generally read standalone books. I only read sequels. So yeah, just move on to the next one. Which book do you wish didn't have a sequel? Once again, I don't think I have an answer to this one. I'm trying to think of all the books that I didn't finish. I'm also looking for these. Dang it, I missed that. Yeah, once again, I don't think I have an answer to this one because I don't remember books I have. Because obviously, if I'm not finishing a book, I'm not finishing for a good reason. So, yeah. I don't have an answer to that one as well. How long does it take you to read a book? Depends, really. The first Fourth Wing book, I think it took me like 3 days to finish. I'm not as fast of a reader as other people are, so it does take me a little bit more time, especially since like I need perfect environment in order to sit and read. Like at least physical books, I need quiet and all that stuff, and like good lighting and no distractions and everything like that, which I don't get very often. So, yeah, I'd say I'm not like a super fast reader. But obviously audiobooks, I just listen at the standard speed on certain ones. Like there's some audiobook readers that I'm not a fan of, and I'll read those ones a little bit faster speed so that way it doesn't bug me as much. So yeah, I'd say it takes me a normal amount of time to read a book. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a loaded question. Do you like when books become movies? Well, I used to. I used to like it, but now I'm like, no, do not touch my book. Do not ruin my book for me. I am not, I have been burned one too many times by movies I was very excited about that turned out being not great. And there has been ones that I have had a movie actually turn out better than the book. Because like the School for Good and Evil, Netflix did an adaptation of that recently, or I say recently, but I think it was like a year ago or two now. But they did an adaptation of that, and the movie itself was phenomenal. And it was like, okay, now I'm gonna go read this book because I'm curious. And then I read the book, and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible to like. This is so hard to get through because it was like, all it was like pages and pages and pages of, oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh, we gotta get out of here. I hate this place. And it's like, oh my gosh, it was very frustrating. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, some do a good job, but others just really don't. So yeah. Which book was ruined by his movie adaptation? Prisoner of Azkaban. 100%. I am still so angry about that movie adaptation, and I get what I get the director was trying to go a different way with it and make it more dark and all this stuff, but oh my god, he messed with the story so bad. And like when people are like, no, Goblet of Fire is the worst, I'm like, no, Azkaban. Like they didn't even do things in order. Like they left so much out of it. It just, I don't know. It just was wrong. It's forever wrong to me. Like, and that was such a good book too. And it's like, yeah. So now it's kind of just all ruined for me. Oh, which movie has done a book justice? Yeah, School for Good and Evil. I think that movie did better than the book personally, and I know I already touched on that, but that question asked me. So, but yeah, the movie just, I think the movie saves the book personally. Yeah, because the book was just no. Oh gosh, it just keeps going and going and going. I'm like trying to find a good place to place those. Do you read newspapers? No, I don't. I don't like reading news. It's boring. I like reading about things that don't exist in the real world, so that way I can, or you know, just a way of like, you know, not being part of the real world. That's why I read. So I don't tend to read nonfiction or anything like that either. Do you read magazines? Once again, no. Do you prefer newspapers or magazines? No, neither. Like, that's just, yeah. It's not a hard one to answer, just no. Do you read while in bed? I used to. Like I said, my husband and I used to read before we settled in for the night and stuff, and we really just got to get back into doing that so I can read more physical books. Because I have a lot of physical books and a lot of books that I need to continue reading. There. Do you read while on the toilet? No, I don't bring a book in the bathroom with me generally unless I'm taking a bath. Do you read while in the car? I used to. But now, like, car rides are with kids and stuff, so it's harder to, I can't focus on reading when it's, like, constantly, are we there yet? It's like, no, we're not there yet. The boys get so bored in the car because they have motion sickness, and so it's like, yeah. So I usually just kind of be there for my husband, basically, or talk with my husband and stuff. Do you read while in the bath? Yes, I do. I only bring my Kindle in the bath because honestly, I am very clumsy and I'm afraid I'm going to drop a book in my bath water, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to ruin my book, especially since physical copies can be expensive. So it's like, yeah. So that's the main reason I got the Kindle, was so I could read in the bathtub. Let's see. Are you a fast reader? Generally, no. I'm not fast. I know there's people who can like finish, like, oh, Diamond Painting by Laura. She can finish a book so fast, and I'm so jealous of her for that. Like, completely. So jealous. So yeah, no, I am not a fast reader by any means, which is probably why I prefer audiobooks, because it's less time for me to read a book and stuff like that. Next question is, are you a slow reader? I wouldn't say I'm slow. I'd say I'm average reader. I do have slight dyslexia, so I have to work with that as well. There's many times I have to go back and reread a word because I'm like, wait, that did not make sense in my mind. And it's like, oh, wait, yeah, because my mind flipped words around. Okay, that makes sense. Or flipped letters around. So, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm slow. I say I'm an average reader. Where is your favorite place to read? Well, my favorite place to read is having an audiobook on while I'm sitting either on the couch or at the table working on my diamond painting. That is my 100% happy place right now. And that's what I did last night. I sat here at this desk. I worked on my cross stitch conversion for the stitch along I'm doing, and I just listened to my audiobook, and it felt so good. I just kind of escaped everything, and just, yeah, it was a very, very calm, relaxing night. Something that I 100% needed. Is it hard for you to concentrate when you read? Depends on what's around me and stuff. Like, if my kids are up and moving and talking and stuff like that, no, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna read. Because, like, my mind will pick up the conversation around, like, I can't tune things out. So I pick up the conversation that's going around me, and then next thing I know, I'm reading that conversation in my book. And it's like, oh, well, that wasn't supposed to be in there. So yeah, I need a lot of I need the perfect environment, basically. Which is next question. Do you need a room to be silent while you read? Yes. Yes, I do. Either silent or like instrumental music playing in the background. I usually use instrumental music while I'm working on, well, when I was working on homework and stuff like that. It was like the perfect background music to keep me focused and stuff. Who gave you your love for reading? Probably my mom, because she was the one who encouraged me to read. Although, ironic thing is, I read a lot more than she does now. But yeah, she was the one who really pushed me to read more than look at screens and stuff like that. Must have been the dog. I was like, what was that sound? So yeah, definitely bring it. I would definitely give that to my mom. And she also has like, she used to write a lot too when she, like, a little ages ago. So I feel like I get a lot of that from her as well. My dad was definitely more like mathy, and I'm like, I did not get that gene at all. Like, that's the one thing I did not get from my father. What is next on your list to read? So I'm currently working on Nightmare Before Christmas, and then I think once that's done, I might listen to Hooked next. That one comes highly recommended to me by my friends, and it was free on Audible, so I'm going to, as long as they still let me listen to it by the time I'm there. Because, like, I downloaded it when I still had the Audible membership, although I guess I don't have Audible right now. Oh, God, that's lighting. Okay, good job. Good job, Light. You picked it up well. I've canceled my Audible a while, is it? No, I have until the 15th, so I might lose that one still. So if that one's still available for me to read, I will do that one next. If not, then I probably should start my tandem read of the next 2 Throne of Glass books. Because, yeah, I got there a while ago, and I need to keep going on that. When did you start to read chapter books? I don't know, probably like pretty early on. I don't remember that far back. That was so long ago. Like I said, I started reading pretty, like, before kindergarten and stuff like that. Who is your favorite children's book author? It's hard to say. There's a lot of good ones out there. I know my favorite children's book when I was a kid was a Grandfather Time book, I think it was. It was just like the story of it was beautifully illustrated. I think that's really what got me on that one. I'm really enjoying Octopants. The many times I have to read it. This is one of Sydney's favorites. That one's a really cute one. Which reminds me, I gotta harass Veronica and see if she bought that book or not. Which author would you most want to interview? I wouldn't want to interview an author because I'm not good at that kind of thing. I've met various authors over time, because with being in school and stuff like that, we did have a class that was literally like reading a book by an author, and then that author comes in and talks to you. So I have had a lot of experience with talking to authors and asking them questions about, like, you know, like, oh, what's your process for writing and stuff like that. I remember one author was like, yeah, I always sat down for 15 minutes a day and wrote. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of impossible for me because I have a 2-year-old. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're excused from that. But yeah, just I did talk to a lot of authors and stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess that could count as interviews, but I feel like that was more like asking, it was more of an assignment of asking questions and stuff like that. Which author do you think you'd be friends with? Oh, gosh, I don't know. I would say Rachel Kane, but unfortunately she passed away. She seemed like she was a sweetheart, though. I would have loved to meet her. Which book have you reread the most? Acotar. And by most, I mean I've read that book all of 2 times. Will be a third, though, once I read or listen to the dramatization one, because I'm very curious about that. The dramatized version. But yeah, acotar is the book I have read the most of, for sure. Okay, do have one of these. Excuse me. Okay, well, we're pretty far in here, so let me just really quick give you the keyword again. Or not again, give you the keyword. So yeah, just a reminder for this. So yeah, this keyword is to enter in for a giveaway. I will be giving away 2 prizes in this WIP and Chat. I will be giving away a tin of Wee Wax that is in the library scent. And then we also have a $25 gift card to Enabler's Outpost that I will be giving away today. So in order to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is fill out that weekly Google form. Make sure you fill out everything on that form, so that way I don't have to go running around and being like, oh, I didn't get this part of your form. Can you like give me this? Whole point of this is so like we can literally just pull your address and send it to the shop, or grab your information, send it to the shop. So make sure you fill out everything there. So yeah, make sure you fill out that Google form, and then of course we're going to use a keyword. Make sure you use it in a sentence below. If you just use the word itself, it will be deleted, just because we don't want any spam thrown or coming our way trying to ruin our event. So the keyword that we will use today is fantasy. So let me know, like, are you a fan of fantasy books? Are you not a fan? What's your favorite fantasy book? You know, just any way you can use that in a sentence. Actually, I would love to hear your favorite fantasy book, because I would love to expand my TBR. So yeah. And let's Google, don't be creepy. My Google literally has a book there on my computer. Okay, so yeah. There you go. And I will be drawing, so you have until Thursday, what is Thursday? Let's look at this. Okay, Thursday, November 14th to enter, and then we'll go from there. So good luck to everybody who is entering, and we'll get back to our tag questions. Excuse me, which I don't have that many left. Okay. Which books do you consider classics? Oh, Lord. Okay. That is a loaded question, because I remember talking about this in school too. It's like, what deems a book a classic? And I remember like my teacher was like asking everybody like, what is a classic to you and stuff like that. I would say for me, like the classics are the ones that kind of are the building blocks to what we have today. So, like Pride and Prejudice is a big one. Like Jane Austen in general, she's a classic. Like her books are classics. She built on a lot of what we have today and everything like that. The obvious, we got, I guess obvious. I don't know why am I not able to think of any other authors right now? Brain work. But yeah, it kind of like, it's just whatever book is kind of like a building block to the genre. Like, I would actually say Lord of the Rings is a classic at this point, because Lord of the Rings is it was one of the first high fantasies out there. So I did research on this one. I did actually a research project on fantasy novels in general. But yeah, Lord of the Rings was one of the first ones out there, and like, especially for like high fantasy like that, like very in-depth world building and character building and all of that. So yeah, that is another book I would definitely call a classic. Where is the staying symbol? Where are you? Where are you? Like, for real, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Struggle. Oh gosh. Which books do you think should be taught in every school? I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really read books that, a lot of the books I read do have like deep messages in them, but I also know like it would be a hard book to teach in school. So yeah, I don't really have a good answer to this question. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't like this last question. Which books should be banned from schools? Like, I don't think books, I mean, yeah, I feel like I can't answer this question without getting too political. Just like the other ones, it's like, it's hard to answer these questions without getting too political. So, I mean, as long as it's not offensive to, like, a certain race or something like that, then it should be fine. But, like, I don't know, books that are, like, literally out there to cause harm to another, it just, yeah, no. That's not okay. So, yeah, I guess that, yeah. That's the best I'm going to get with that one. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Oh, okay. Okay, and the blog I got that from was Media Shadow Reads. Okay, so yeah. I have a lot of notifications. Okay, let's not look at my phone right now. Oh yeah, I should probably write this down so I don't forget. So yeah, there we go. We have our bookish tag questions. That took us basically to the end of the WIP and Chat, so I'm glad I chose the 50 of them instead of the 20 that there are everywhere. So yeah, coming up next week on Monday, you guys will get the first time lapse of my stitch along, which I'm very excited about. I actually finished both of the sections that are already out, which is awesome. So I'm fully caught up to where the stitch along is right now. The next part of the pattern drops either tomorrow or the day after. So I should be able to work on that on Monday, which is exciting. I might be able to work on it tomorrow night. Well, I don't know. No, I won't, because I'm going out with my friends tomorrow night. Oh, my child is ridiculous. She's kicking the wall right now. So yeah. So on Monday, you guys will get the first part of the stitch along, which is titled The Honorary Dragon. So what I did with that, I time-lapsed working on it. And I think I'm going to send my husband pictures of the finished sections, so that way we can get a nice broad look at it. So yeah, we got that one done. And then, let's see, for Wednesday, I'm getting caught up from November. So I'm going through all my wrap-up Wednesdays for the kits I did in November. So yeah, I did Just a Witch's Brew, so I think next, oh crap, what was next? Trick or Treat, that one should be next. So that's what you can look forward to next week. And of course, on Sunday, I will have my weekly WIP check-in. I know I was like supposed to do my weekly WIP check-in on Sunday, but then I also had my month in review, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna combine those into one, and then I totally forgot to film it. And so that's why I went up on Monday instead. But yeah, this week you'll have the weekly WIP check-in, which should be exciting because I have progress done on multiple canvases this week so far, because I have progress on my stitch along, I now have progress on this kit, and I have progress on my resand kit, which is amazing. So yeah, looking forward to that one this week. And I do have a little bit of progress on my dragon kit for the month. That one's kind of been sitting to the side though, because I've been just really enjoying working on my resand kit. I don't know, like, I did a lot of diamond art clubs for the last couple months, so being able to sit and work on a jaded jump shop again, it makes me full of happiness, because I love jade kits. So I am eating it up right now. And then also I'm just waiting on some drills so I can continue dragon seasons, because I did run out of a color on there, but Elizabeth is sending me more drills, so yeah. I also need to look through my stash, see if I have any, but once I determine that, I can get going on that one again and get summer finished. But yeah, this month is just going to be the month, like, once I finish the couple kits I have, I'm probably just going to finish up other kits. I do have a thought of kitting up one more kit this month. I'm like really feeling a tiger kit this month. So we'll see if I actually do that. It just depends on where I am once I finish other kits. So yeah. Oh. that should be it for this WIP and Chat. Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you guys are doing. Of course, make sure you go catch that keyword and throw that down below as well. And yeah, I think that should be it. So if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and throw me a comment just like I said. And if you're not already subscribed here and you like diamond painting content, please, please, please hit that subscribe button down there. And then hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. I tend to post videos on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays. Did she pull diapers out? Oh no, it's our wipes. Okay. Sorry. I'm watching my child rearrange her room right now. Yeah. So yeah, I generally post videos on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays, but you never know when one will go up at random, so definitely hit that bell to be notified. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.